Hi folks. Wanted to talk about a situation that's happened to me more than one time with my pocket Wi-Fi. For those that don't know, this thing is a pocket Wi-Fi, and there's more than one kind of type of these in the Philippines. This one here is a globe, and they have another one that's also a globe, and they will each give me 800 megabytes of data per day. So 800 and 800 is 1600. So in other words, I have 1.6 gigabytes of information per day. And that's usually okay for most things. It's really not in a lot of ways okay, but in some ways it is. I can get by with that. I really, by rights, should have at least twice that much in order to really be a happy camper. I have to watch videos on YouTube at 144p. That's the lowest resolution. If I watch them on higher resolution, then I'll run out of data. And that's what this video is all about, how I run out of data. Now, I'm running Windows 10. And Windows 10, thank you, Bill. Thank you, Bill Gates, for Windows 10. Thank you, Jesus, Bill Gates. It has automatic updates, and sometimes they're full system updates. And when that happens, they get a huge amount of data per day. And that happened to me a couple of times. Now, I finally figured out that I can stop that from happening if I set my internet settings and say that it's a metered system. So meaning that I have something like my Wi-Fi here. So I could stop the automatic updates from Windows 10, but not before it caused me a lot of aggravation. And there's nobody that tells you these things. You have to figure it out for yourself. And when it's in the process of happening, all your data is being chewed up, in a half an hour, and you have a very short window to research anything to find it out. But I did find it out, and the best thing to do is to set internet connection as metered, and then it won't automatically download the the updates for Windows 10. You still have to download the security updates, but you don't have to download the system updates. Well, now we get some guys out here feeding the goats, so I'm gonna come back and make the rest of this video later. So they're done feeding the goats, and now I can continue with my video. Anyway, I never used to play video games very much. I did a little bit, but not a lot when I was back in the USA, but after I retired and moved here, uh, I thought I'd start playing video games a little bit just to, have something to do sometimes. And I started playing this one game in particular, which is Skyrim, uh, Elder Scrolls V, which is Skyrim. And, it's sort of a fun game, but I got what's known as the Steam version, Steam. And Steam is they distribute video games. And it's all done online, and that's all well and good, but my Skyrim stopped working for a while, and it took me a while to figure it out. Anyway, it took me a while to figure it out, and this did happen one other time, where it stopped working, and there was some corrupt files, I think. So I tried to, damn, it's noisy out here today. So I tried to download it a previous time, and it just downloaded the replacements for the corrupt files that were in my game, but it stopped working again. So I thought I'd do the same thing, and it wanted to download the whole thing. Now, the problem with a Steam download is if you don't know how to stop it, there's no easy way to do it. There's no way to do it unless you know this one specific thing. So I started to download it, and it's 38 gigabytes. So, I only have a maximum of 1.6 gigabytes per day. And this is the reason I haven't been online much lately, is because it was just chewing up all my data. And luckily, I finally tried something different. I tried playing the game from a save that I'd made a little while, some time back, and it started working. So I guess I just had a corrupt save file, but you can't know these things in advance. And so the point is that my internet situation here is really not that good. It's pretty, I don't know, it's very marginal. Now recently, within the past few months, it's been possible to get DSL here. And what I need to do is I need to talk to some people that actually have it, because I might switch over to DSL. That way I'll have more data and less aggravation, because these pocket Wi-Fi things can be a real pain in the ass.